Welcome to The Scoop, where small changes lead to big results. I'm Rachel, a registered dietitian and a mom on a mission to make nutrition simple, practical, and actually doable. Whether it's decoding labels, busting food myths, or sharing easy wellness wins, this is your space to get real answers that fit real life. So let's dive into today's episode and take one more step toward feeling your best. Any and all opinions and views shared by hosts and guests on this podcast are the speaker's own and do not represent the views of Live It Up or its affiliates or parent company. Hey guys, welcome back to The Scoop, serving you straight nutrition talk, one scoop at a time. I'm Rachel, I'm a registered dietitian, and I am the chief registered dietitian for Live It Up. And today we're back in the kitchen for another installment of GRÜNS Taste Test. Today, GRÜNS, okay? I'm very excited about this one. GRÜNS is on the forefront of GRÜNS supplements in gummy form. They're the first ones that came out. So I am really excited to look deep into their soul, see what they have in their product, and if it's right for you. Let's get started. We're going to put the supplement facts panel for GRÜNS on the right here so that you can see exactly what I'm looking at. Now, the first thing I want to say about this product is that people love gummy supplements, love their gummy supplements, right? Who wouldn't want to eat a supplement that tastes like candy? So basically, multivitamins, melatonin, kids, adults, everyone loves a little treat. And so gummy supplements are a really big deal for a lot of people. A lot of parents want to give their kids gummy supplements because the kid will actually take it and then they feel better about like filling their nutrition gaps and, giving them a little extra nutrition. I have some reservations about gummy supplements, and we're going to talk about those today. But first, let's look at the supplement facts panel. So the first thing that I want you to notice is that at its core, GRÜNS is a multivitamin. They add most of the vitamins and minerals here, so you know that that is their primary purpose, is being a multivitamin. And then they add some greens, right? They've added things like alfalfa and kale and parsley. A lot of the ingredients in terms of plants in this product are mostly ingredients that we would see on a daily basis in our own diet, or that we could potentially add to our own diet. So these are pretty ubiquitous. That's fine. That's a strategy that some of these GRÜNS powder or GRÜNS gummies will take. It is a way to get a little bit more nutrition. But just so you know, a lot of these vitamins and minerals in here are definitely added. Again, you can tell because it has the parentheses after the vitamin name, and it says as or from. That's how you know. There are a couple here, I was going to say, that aren't added, but they're all added. The other thing that you're going to notice is that it has 8 grams of sugar. Now, this is a gummy supplement, so they have to make it taste good, and that's part of their thing. They say that it's your little snack pack. That's what in here are little snack packs of gummies. They call them snack packs. They have to taste good. So there's 8 grams of added sugar. There's also pectin, because you have to keep this gelled together. So if you're comparing a gummy green supplement with a powdered supplement, there's going to be a lot more fillers in a gummy supplement because that is the nature of gummies, of making that gel formation. The other thing that you want to look at and think about is that if, for example, gut health is one of your primary drivers for taking a GRÜNS supplement, note that GRÜNS does not have probiotics, nor does it have digestive enzymes. And these are the 2 ingredients that can help some people with their gut, and digestive wellness. They do add fiber. So they add it in the form of inulin and in the form of tapioca fiber. They have added fiber. There are 6 grams of fiber. So this is more fiber than you would normally find in a GRÜNS powder. And because the serving size is much bigger, they are able to make that happen. So 6 grams of fiber is a good amount of fiber. So if fiber is lacking in your diet, GRÜNS could be a great option for you. With that said, if you have difficulty digesting certain types of carbohydrates, fermentable carbohydrates, so the FODMAP carbohydrates, inulin is a higher FODMAP fiber. So just keep that in mind if you're someone who has a little bit of tummy problems when it comes to added fibers, particularly inulin. Think about that before you make this purchase. The next thing I want to talk about is why I have particular reservations about gummy supplements in general. This isn't just GRÜNS. This is just my take as a registered dietitian about gummy supplements. So the first thing to keep in mind is that gummy supplements have a lot of factors that cause vitamin and mineral nutrient instability. They have moisture, so in the gummy, and also while it was made, there is a lot of moisture that goes into it. The pH is at a level that does cause nutrient instability, and heat. Most gummies are made with heat. Heat causes water-soluble vitamins to be unstable and to degrade. So the United States Pharmacopoeia, I think I said that right. So USP, which regulates supplements, they have come out and they have allowed gummy supplements to add in and to have certain vitamins be up to 250% more than what is listed on their supplement facts panel. And this is because they know that there are nutrient stability issues. And so they're allowing manufacturers to pack in much more vitamins, specific vitamins, so that at some point during its shelf life, what is in the gummy matches what is on the supplement facts panel, because these vitamins and minerals degrade faster in this higher pH and higher moisture level environment of a gummy. That also means that if they have been sitting on the shelf for longer than they should, they probably have much less vitamins and minerals than what's listed on the supplement facts panel. So their shelf life is very short-lived. Now, if we think about this allowance of manufacturers to put in that much more, and we're thinking about kids' supplements, okay? If they're allowed to put in that much more in a kid's supplement, and the rules might be a little bit different for kids' supplements, but they're still allowed to pack in more than what's on the supplement facts panel, we're looking at the potential for your child to get much more than what you are expecting them to get. And this could lead to potential issues. The other thing that the USP has come out and said is that there is the higher potential for overdose when it comes to gummy vitamins. And this is because they taste so good. They taste like candy, so some kids might sneak extra. And also because if they're very fresh, they might have more than what's on the supplement facts panel. So they've actually talked about how gummy supplements, we have to be much more careful. Remember, I'm talking about gummy supplements in general. The other factor here is that because gummy supplements are very sticky and they normally have sugar, and so the American Dental Association does not recommend gummy supplements because there is a higher risk of cavities. So for those reasons, nutrient instability, the packing of certain vitamins to be much higher, and also for the sugar content and stuff, I don't let my kids have gummy supplements any longer. Now that I have found all this out, you know, in my household, it's just not something that I have around, because I don't want to come home and see wrappers of all of these gummy supplements or see an empty canister and think, crap, now I have to call poison control and ask what I'm supposed to do. That's just my level of comfort and my level of safety. Everyone is different. If you're going to have gummy supplements for kids, just make sure they are out of reach and that you let them know that it is a medicine, it's not a candy, and that only you can provide them with the supplements when it's time. those are my biggest hesitations when it comes to a supplement that is in gummy form. The other hesitation that I have about GRÜNS in general is that if you go to their website, they list so many benefits. It's like magic. What I trained as a registered dietitian, what we were told and what we have found is that if a product says so many things and it looks too good to be true, it probably is. Keep that in mind as you review, claims on different manufacturers' websites. I just want you to keep in mind that what is on there might not actually be everything that it does, okay? So that kind of was a red flag for me. Let's do the taste test. All right, like I said, they come in little snack packs. But again, I do not like how they call them a snack pack because these are not snacks. This is a multivitamin. So they are firmer than normal gummies, which I would expect because there's a heck of a lot more in these. Smells like old vegetables. Let's try it. Initial flavor is sweet. I can see why people like these. Aftertaste, sweet, but like undertone of rotting vegetables. I think if someone's going to take these, they're going to expect that kind of flavor and would have them no matter what. I can see why people like these. They're not bad. The bottom line is I want you to think about GRÜNS mostly as a multivitamin. Because if you look at it, it's providing you with most of what you need. And what I like about it is that it is not really going above 100% of your daily recommended values for these vitamins and minerals. There are a lot of supplements like AG1 and other regular multivitamins that go way beyond 100%. And when you look at other supplements taken during the day, foods you might be eating that are fortified with vitamins and minerals, you could be taking in so much more than what you actually realize. So a supplement that has just 100% or less of your vitamin mineral goals is usually what the general population needs, right? There might be something underlying or individual circumstances where you might need a lot more of one vitamin or another. But in general, for your daily fill in the gaps type of health, 100% or less is where you want to be. So the bottom line is that for me personally, with my family, I won't have gummy supplements around. And the reason is because they taste too good and I don't want my kids digging into it when I tell them not to. So if you are going to have gummy supplements for your children, what I recommend is that you keep it out of reach, you let them know it's a medication. 2, nutrient instability. Fresh ones will have a ton, old ones will have very little. I would rather have a capsule or a powder or something else that is much more stable so that I know what I am getting every time I take it. The other thing is, it's a little misleading having this as a snack pack. It gives me a little hesitation to give like top scores to GRÜNS because it's a little red flaggy in there for me, right? Too many health claims, nutrient instability. I'm not a huge fan. Now, if you take them, that is awesome. Make sure you stop your other multivitamins. This can count as your multivitamin. Like I said, make sure that you just take one a day. That's all you need. And you will be getting some nutrients in terms of antioxidants, bioavailable compounds from plants, but the heat of processing the gummy gel and the pH probably degrade those a little faster as well. So that's something to keep in mind. You might not be getting as full of benefits as you could as if, for example, you're taking powder. That's the bottom line on GRÜNS. Let me know what you think. Are you taking it? Do you like it? Are there other greens powders you want me to talk about? Hit me up. Have a fabulous day.